Ash Media's coverage of the Australian Modified Sedan title, proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
One on the outside of him, and rounding out the field, a 10-car field, Greg Walling from New South Wales, also a former Australian champion, and Matty Crawford from Tasmania in car 99, Walling in 3. Half a lap to the green light. This heat brought to us by Jeff's Mechanical Services.
Promises to be an absolute humdinger. 10 cars with 4 national champions in the field. The green lights are activated, and a good start for Jason Price in the 82 car who leads Peter Gray. The first car to make a move is on the outside, which is the 87 of Brendan Mitchell. Todd Doyle's there, so too Justin Drew, Mark Carlin and Greg Walling's also there. They're all in a line, all those national champions. So move down the main straight. They've got to catch Jason Price though from Tasmania. Brendan Mitchell, Tassie in second place. Justin Drew on the inside. Todd Doyle is fourth. Back then to Mark Carlin, he's got Peter Gray on his outside, and right there too is the 3 car of Greg Walling. This is starting to live up to expectations. Back after that we've got the 37 car back in 8th place, Luke Williams, then Daniel Simpson and Matt Crawford. Out of turn 2, Jason Price still out in front. Back in second place it's Brendan Mitchell. The challengers are starting to group right up behind them now. Justin Drew in 3rd. Back then to Todd Doyle, Mark Carlin, Australian champion Peter Gray, and Greg Walling over the first 7 cars. Simpson, Williams and Crawford as Justin Drew trying to get past. Brendan Mitchell can't do so. Todd Doyle right behind Drew. Right behind Drew is that of Mark Carlin, Peter Gray and Greg Walling down into turn number 1. There is only separating the first 7. Greg Walling goes underneath the Peter Gray into 6th place, but it's still Jason Price from Tasmania out in front. Can he be the first Tasmanian victory tonight? Still 7 laps to go. Justin Drew, the first of those national champions in the field, comes underneath the Brendan Mitchell now, goes into 2nd place as Mark Carlin goes underneath of Todd Doyle. Back there in 6th place is Greg Walling. Got trouble here, and it's evasive action.
Mitchell was a spinner.
Mitchell also involved though was the 1 car of Mark Carlin. Good driving by Greg Walling to miss the action. He went the outside, and Todd Doyle also I think might have had a bit of contact.
He was involved in that. You just see him testing the steering go through turn 1 and 2 there. He's just wondering if everything's still pointing the way it should, if the car feels right or not. And you had there's 4 cars there together, 3 former Australian champions and the current champion. It was a quality field, and I've got to say I wasn't surprised that it wasn't going to go the whole 12 laps, because these boys are definitely doing elbows out racing tonight. They've excuse me, they've asked for a push vehicle for Brendan Mitchell, so we need a push vehicle over to the Tasmania from Justin Drew, then Todd Doyle, Mark Carlin, Greg Walling, Peter Gray, Daniel Simpson, Luke Williams and Matt Crawford. There's Taylor and Charlie at the moment in car 99. They've been given 1 lap to start for the restart. And unfortunately Brendan Mitchell has to watch the rest of this one from the infield. But Jason Snowy Price is a former Tasmanian champion, not in this division, in another Sedan division, going back a number of years. It was called Limited Saloons. It doesn't exist anymore, but he is a hard charger, very experienced. And he's coming around through turn 3 now to get the green on the front straight, and they'll find him tough.
Yeah, he's hanging in tough at the moment, Martin. He's got 7 laps to hang in tough for. With all these national champions behind him in 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So Price still in front. Well, it didn't take long. There goes Justin Drew. Goes underneath Price, and so too does Todd Doyle. Contact there between Doyle and Price. Price is going to spin, and there's contact, and heavy contact.
Big incident there. Yep. 4 or 5 cars involved in that. And Jason Snowy Price, he's got the left-hand front suspension of his car's been smashed. There's water coming out of the car as well. And just trying to work out who the others are involved in that. I think Luke Williams might have been one, the Tasmanian driver.
Simpson is involved. Also the purple car is Peter Gray.
Yep.
And they're all up against the fence here in turn number 4.
And there you go, Daniel Simpson. I said he's had rotten luck.
Yep.
He had a rotten run through the Tasmanian Championship a couple of weeks ago. It didn't really pay dividends for him coming down a fortnight early. And as you said, he had an accident in practice yesterday. And here he is again, involved in something that wasn't his fault. Now, just getting a message through that car 77, Todd Doyle, will go to the rear of the field for the restart. I don't think he's going to go there at all. He's over there on the infield now. It looks like he might be out, actually.
Yep, so there's going to be a delay here because we've got, well, Jason Price just off the track, but the front end is totally collapsed in. Strider, you're looking at that from front on. You could probably confirm that, but we've got a tow truck coming out to several other cars as well. So heavy contact here in heat number 4.
Yes, mate, collapsed left front suspension for Jason Price and a lot of water also coming out the front of the car, so not good for him. Matt Crawford involved over there. The 33 car also involved, and of course that is Daniel Simpson, and they've worked tirelessly to get that thing back out after yesterday. And
Price, 37 car of Luke Williams, he's come off the best of it by the looks because he's not on a tow truck.
No, but he's still on the infield.
Yes, exactly right. So the restart is underway. It's a race in 3, you'd suggest. Todd Doyle's car's not going anywhere. He's about to pull off, I'd suggest. And the 99 car of Matt Crawford is already trailing well as well. So it's a race in 3 national champions to go. Hammer and tongs for another 6 laps. Very depleted field. Justin Drew, Mark Carlin and Greg Walling. You'd go a long way to see these 3 go at it, hammer and tongs. And that's what's going to happen. It's 7, 1 and 3. It's Justin Drew, Mark Carlin and Greg Walling. Out of pit span they come. Into the main straight, Justin Drew, Carlin in 2nd place, and Greg Walling there. Greg Walling's the big winner out of this. He started at the back of this field, and even though he's in 3rd place, he's going to pick up a lot of points. So he'll now pass the 77 car of Todd Doyle, who's being lapped, which is very unusual, and Crawford's about to be as well. Down the main straight, it's Drew, Carlin and the 3 of Greg Walling. There's a second separating the 3 of them, and they've got 4 laps to go in heat number 4 of the Australian Modified Sedan title. And this one's brought to you by Jeff's Mechanical Services, and by golly, as a few of them will need his services after this one. Out of turn 4, Drew, Carlin and Walling as they move down into turn number 1. No change in the order, and Drew a couple of car lengths in front. The last lap around was a 16.978, which was by Justin Drew. That's the quick lap. Out of turn number 4 into the main straight. Well, this is the quick lap for Justin Drew. Carlin has done a 16.817. Now it's a 16.787 by Walling. So Walling's got the quick lap. He's there in 3rd place. There's 2 laps to go. Down the back section once again. Only a car length separating 2nd and 3rd. The car length 1st to 2nd. White flag comes out. Drew, Carlin and Walling are going to go for it in this last lap. What will change, if anything? Drew leads them out at turn number 2. Seems to have their measure. Carlin in 2nd. Walling right behind Carlin though. So come out at turn 3 and 4 the last time. A lot of damage on the infield watching the finish here. It's Drew, Carlin and Walling remained the same. There was 0.8 of a second separated the 3. Matt Crawford is officially 4th, 2 laps down. Todd Doyle 5th, 3 laps down and retired. Jason Price on 5 laps. Mitchell 5 laps. Peter Gray 5 laps. Daniel Simpson 5 laps. And Luke Williams 5 laps. A lot of carnage unfortunately in that race. The margin was 0.644. The quick lap of 16.787 by the car in 3rd place, Greg Walling.
And you mentioned Greg Walling was a big winner in that event. Also was Mark Carling. Greg Walling started out of grid 9. Carling started out of grid 8, the defending Australian champion. So that would suggest that his next start's going to be somewhere near the front. So I think he's done pretty well out of this one as well. And if you'd offered him a 2nd place in his first heat at the start of the night, I think he would have taken it. But the winner was, of course, Justin Drew. He's a former Australian champion, and he's down on the infield with Andrew Stride.
Yeah, thanks boys once again. Just waiting for Justin to get the helmet off. Justin, pretty bruising encounter. It was a quality field, a lot of Australian champions in that one. A tough heat and good to get a win from grid 5.
Yeah, it was good to get a win on the board early and get some points up. And yeah, well, track's starting to go fairly slick on one end, which we want it to go slick all around, but it's the way we like it. But we'll see what happens.
And obviously, mate, as I said before, getting a run from mid-pack to the front is always very, very vital with points.
Yeah, very vital in points if you can even make up a few cars when you start down the back. But we're happy to take the win, and yeah, we'll see how we go in the next heat.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Thank you, Andrew.